Hello and welcome to the Game Shed. Today I'm going to talk about the 3DS because Nintendo announced that they are going to close the 3DS and Wii U eShop on March of next year, 2023. So I thought it would be a good time to talk about my memories with the 3DS and my top 10 games. And the first 3DS I actually got was a 2DS. And I'm going to be going through the activity log on here to tell you what my top 10 games are. Now, there were two original DS games in my top 10, Dragon Quest IX and Final Fantasy IV, so those won't count. So I had to go to my top 12. And I had to make an exception. Number 12 is Fire Emblem Fates, which beat Super Mario 3D Land by 1 minute. But that's because I played 5 hours and 46 minutes of Mario 3D Land on this, but I played Mario 3D Land on this more. See, in the beginning when I tried out this model of 3DS in the store, I remember going to like Walmart's and GameStops, and they had it on display. You could try it out. I thought it looked cool, but the 3D effect hurt my eyes and gave me a headache. So I didn't actually get a 3DS at the beginning. I waited till many years later. It came out in 2011, but I have the receipt of when I bought this. I bought this 2DS in March 15th, 2018 at GameStop. And it was used for $69.99 when I bought it. And they suckered me into buying the warranty, which I never buy warranties from them anymore because you usually don't need them and it's a waste of money. Especially when they try to sell warranties on disc games. That's pointless. Like, my discs never get scratched. Like, the only discs I scratched were like PlayStation 1 games, and only 2 of them from back in the day. And I got them resurfaced recently, and so there's no point of paying for $3 warranty for each game when you usually don't scratch them if you take care of them. And you can go to a retro game store and get them resurfaced for $3 or $4. So if it does get scratched, which I only had to do for 2 games. So anyway, yeah, when I bought it, I got the 2DS, Zelda, Link Between Worlds, and Dragon Quest VII. And for a while I didn't care about the 2DS game. I mean the 3DS, but when I saw that Zelda game, A Link Between Worlds, I was like, whoa, is this a remake of Link to the Past? But it's actually a different game in the same world, so I'll talk more about that later. And I also got Dragon Quest VII, and I played Dragon Quest VIII on PS2, and that was one of the games that really got me into JRPGs. But anyway, my number 10 will actually be Super Mario 3D Land, which I have some gameplay of on the screen. And this is a really fun 3D Mario game. And it's definitely worth trying with the 3D effect because it looks really cool. And the game's still fun on the 2DS, but it's a lot more fun on the 3DS. And it reminds me of like Super Mario World, but in 3D, because you're going through trying to get to the end of the course, but there's like it's in 3D and there's different puzzles. It's a really fun game. So then my number 9 is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which I think this was probably the 3rd game I got after I got Zelda and Dragon Quest. And this game is really fun. It's not as good as the first Luigi's Mansion on GameCube, but it's pretty good. And they also remade the GameCube one on 3DS. So, yeah, this is a really good game. The one I got is the Nintendo Selects version, so this game sold very well. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It's like, it's kind of like Ghostbusters. Luigi's like sucking up ghosts with a vacuum. And here's some gameplay you can see. It's really fun, like solve the puzzles and suck up ghosts. And that game apparently I played for 11 hours and 32 minutes. So then it's time for my number 8, which is at the bottom of the stack, unfortunately. My number 8 game is The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, which when I originally got it at GameStop, it was like cartridge only, but I ended up getting the official case later. And this is a really fun game. Like, it's in the same world as A Link to the Past, but it's like in 3D and top down, and you can like turn into a painting on the wall, and it allows you to like solve puzzles that way and slide by monsters and boulders. Let's try to show you some gameplay on the screen. I'm not good at like editing the how they edit it in the background later. I could probably figure it out.
Scott here playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds for the Nintendo 3DS.
Somebody doing a walkthrough. But yeah, it's a really good game, and if you like Zelda, this is a must-have for the 3DS.
I like the style. Papa is steaming mad that you're late again. Come on, let's get to a shop. Alright, I can do that.
It's like the beginning of the game.
Stop right in front of me. It's not my fault. Oh, almost forgot. Don't forget to check in here. Check in where? What do you mean where? How did you know I was saying that? Okay, whoa. With the weather vane here. Always give that a spin when you pass by. That'll let you save. Papa says you should always do that. Alright, Papa. It's funny because I call my grandfather Papa. Anyway, not real sure what saving is. I'm just a kid. Nobody tells me anything. Anyway.
That's like the beginning of the game. But yeah, it's the same world as Link to the Past, but different story. It's a different game. Like, I originally thought it was a remake, but it's actually a different game and a different story. But it's really good. I I probably like Link to the Past a little bit more, but this one is like just as good,
Got a gift. Oh,
or maybe even better,
up.
like
Probably why
depending on your
Hey,
opinion.
you want to save already? I guess so. I guess we can save right now. A new weather vane has been added to the map. Oh, actually, this adds them to the map as well. Sure, save in progress. I got 4 rupees now. Alright, save it complete.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll move on to the next one. My number 7.
Oh, look who's here. Welcome to the sanctuary, Link. Eager as ever.
My number 7 is The Alliance Alive.
Well, you're at the right place. He's come to see my father. The captain forgot his sword? Oh.
The Alliance Alive is a really good JRPG, and luckily they remade this for Switch, so people are complaining that it's going to be hard to get 3DS games since they're closing the eShop, and prices of the physicals will go up probably. I think this one is still a reasonable price. You might be able to get it for $20 or $30. I have the long box version, but I left the box, which has like an art book and soundtrack inside. I should have brought it out to the game shed. But yeah, the Alliance Alive, if you like turn-based JRPGs, this is one of the best on the Switch. I mean, not on the Switch. It is on the Switch. But it's one of the best on the 3DS. And it's got a different kind of battle system, and
last episode we began the game off, delivered some
interesting characters. Oh yeah, like a lot of 3DS games, it looks like it comes with a manual, but there's like pretty much nothing inside except seizure warnings. But it is cool how like they put these like little square holes in the case and you can see each of the characters. That's really cool. And it's made by Atlas, the same people who made Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games, and Legend of Legacy, which is another RPG on the 3DS with this same art style. The overworld looks really cool. My internet's like freezing up. Yeah, I have really bad internet, but hopefully I'm going to be getting better internet soon. Anyway, The Alliance Alive, really great game. I played it for like 23 hours, and I almost beat it, but later in the game it has this part where you have to like go on a raid and start a war with these other people. It's like humans versus this race of daemons, and daemons are like people with like part animal, like part wolf and stuff. And there's a really hard difficulty spike later in the game, and the way your characters grow, they don't level up. They just learn new and more powerful moves the more you fight and the more you use a specific move. So it's kind of hard, and grinding don't really work the same way other turn-based JRPGs does. So it has some problems, but Still really good story. Nice, cute looking graphics, and a fun game. Oh, actually, I might have to add another game into my top 10. Because the number 5 is, if you can see it, it says SpongeBob's Atlantis, which, if you know what that is, it's not really a SpongeBob game. It's really this 489 in one cartridge, which I mostly use to play like Tetris, and it has a bunch of DS games on it. So I guess in that case, I don't really want to put Fire Emblem Fates in my top 10. So in that case, I'm going with Sonic Generations, which I played for 5 hours and 7 minutes. So I guess this would be at my number 10, and all these games would move up one. This is a really fun Sonic game, and it has classic Sonic courses like remade, like the Green Hills zone from Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. And you play as like 2 versions of Sonic. You play as like classic Sonic and modern Sonic. But yeah, it's a really fun game, and I don't know if I'll look up gameplay for it, but you can look it up if you want. Definitely, I think it's cheap too, like $10, $15, so get it while you can. It's a really fun game. It even has like some of the worlds from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Like it has the one with the whale, and it has Radical Highway from Adventure 2. And it has some new courses, so yeah, it's a really fun portable Sonic game. Oh, and it does actually have a manual with stuff in it, even though it's like black and white. But it has an actual manual, which is kind of uncommon with 3DS games. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Alright, here, now we're getting into my my top 4, which I guess would make the Alliance Alive be in my top 5. Well, I forgot my number 5 game, so I guess I'll have to edit it in later. It's Pokemon Omega Ruby, which is a remake of the Game Boy Advance game, Pokemon Ruby. Number 4, Fire Emblem Awakening. If you like strategy RPGs or turn-based JRPGs, this is a really good game. And I think this is like the first Fire Emblem game that got me into Fire Emblem. And after that, I was like completely addicted to this series. I like how you move around the characters on a grid, and it's like strategic battles. And I like the characters because they're like anime characters. And I guess I'll show some video for this one. And it's got some really cool characters like Chrome, the blue-haired guy, and Robin. I actually have an amiibo for Chrome. But yeah, it has a pretty good story. It has Marth, who's in Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, it's a really good game. And it actually has a manual too. But it's like, the manual folds open weird. It's like, but it actually has a color manual. But it's just like, folds open to 3 color pages, and then the seizure warnings. Uncharted advertisements. But yeah, I love how you like can move the characters around in the grid, and different characters have different weaknesses and strengths. Like, you can get characters that fly Pegasus horses, and they're weak to arrows, but they can move around and go places that other characters can't. And it's got some evil sorcerer guys you have to fight. Yeah, you can have fight with magic, swords, axes, and bows. And it has like a weapon triangle, like I think like swords. I don't know if I can remember it correctly. Swords beat axes. Lances beat swords, and axes beat lances. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, it's a really good game. And actually, my number 3 is another Fire Emblem game, which I think is slightly better. Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valencia. And I think this is a remake of the second Fire Emblem game, which was like on the original Nintendo. But yeah, it's a really good game. And this didn't really have a game manual. It just has this like black and white thing. But I also had the cartridge for Fire Emblem Fates Conquest in here. And I think I got it cartridge only for $15 at the flea market. And I got this like new at Best Buy, like right at the last minute before they ran out of 3DS games. Maybe 2019 or 2020. But yeah, it's a really good game. Yeah, 2019 is when I played this game. It says I played it for 49 hours and 50 minutes, and I beat it on December 18th of 2019. And yeah, 2019, 2020, that's about when all the Best Buys and Walmarts were pretty much running out of 3DS games. And I got it for like $24. I also got Radiant Historia for like $30 right before they ran out of 3DS games. And now that game shot up in price to like $100 on eBay. So, yeah, these 3DS games are really going up in price. And Radiant Historia, I'm keeping that sealed because of the way it's going up in price. And if I want to play it, I might get the cheaper DS version, or possibly buy it on the eShop before it closes. So then my number 2 is Pokemon Ultra Moon. Which I actually I sold Ultra Moon for like $20 or $25 And then I later got this copy of Pokemon Sun for like $10 or $5 at GameStop. I think it was on a 4 for $20 deal. Oh, and I also have a Pokemon Soul Silver in this case. It's got some inserts, but not really a color manual. But I also have like 2 copies of Pokemon Ultra Moon that I bought sealed later at Walmart and Target right before they ran out of 3DS games. And Pokemon Ultra Moon is really fun. It's different than other Pokemon games because there's not really gym leaders. There's like challenges on the island of Alola, and there's trainers to battle, but it's a different kind of Pokemon game. And now we're up to my number 1. I definitely would like to get some music for my number 1. Pokemon Ultra Moon I played for 51 hours and 47 minutes. Yeah, I remember I played through the game, and there's a lot of end game content. It's been a while. I beat it in 2019 as well. But yeah, I think the end game content, it brought back like some Team Aqua and Team Magma battles at the end, and Team Aqua and Magma were from Ruby and Sapphire. Alright, as you can see, I'm typing in my number 1 is one of the best JRPGs I've ever played, and one of the longest. As you can tell, the 3DS was a heck of a system for JRPGs. And my number 1 game is Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past. Oh my god, I played this game for so long. 109 hours and 40 minutes it took to beat this game. And I played it in 2019 as well. It's just a really, really good game. One of the best turn-based JRPGs of all time. Probably my 3rd favorite in the Dragon Quest series. And it don't really have a manual either, just this black and white thing that tells you about viewing the digital manual. Let's see here. Turn up this Dragon Quest music. And this is actually a remake of Dragon Warrior 7 on the PlayStation 1. And they called it Dragon Warrior back then. But yeah, it's a really good game. And you start out as these kids on this island called Estard. And there's like no other islands in the world. Like, they're the only island that exists in a big ocean. But then they go to this like mysterious shrine, and as they like go to there, they warp to other worlds, and as they solve problems and puzzles and fight monsters and plagues and stuff, they eventually bring back the rest of the world into existence. And I love the Dragon Quest music and sounds. It's like so much nostalgia from them. And yeah, it's just a really good game. But yeah, there's a lot of dialogue, but it's a very interesting story. And I'll see if I can try to find like when they go in the shrine. Oh yeah, the Shrine of Mysteries. But yeah, this is my 3DS collection. I got a lot of other games, some I haven't played yet, like 7th Dragon 3. I heard that was a good RPG. Pokemon Y I haven't played yet. I want to try that. But yeah, that's some honorable mentions I could say. Regular Show and Rayman. Regular Show, Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land. It's a really fun game, kind of like classic 8-bit Nintendo games. It's like platforming and there's some shoot 'em up action. It's got a really good variety of gameplay in it. Oh, I like this Dragon Quest music. But yeah, this is the best 3DS game, the best JRPG on the 3DS. Anyway, back to the honorable mentions. Regular Show and Rayman 3D, which when I bought it, I thought, what's this, a new Rayman game? But no, it's actually Rayman 2 The Great Escape on the 3DS. And I did play this one a lot too. But I played this more on the Nintendo 64. And this actually has a manual, but it's like black and white. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games on the Nintendo 64. And it's really cool that you can also play it portable on the 3DS. And the guy used to be in my old band, the lead singer and lead guitarist, stole my Nintendo 64 and all the games, so I'm glad that I could get this game back on the 3DS, and I could get Ocarina of Time on the 3DS as well. But yeah, there's a lot of great games. Another honorable mention is one of my more recent pickups, Project Cross Zone, the ultimate crossover game. It's got so many characters from Capcom, Sega, and Bandai Namco. It's got Ryu from Street Fighter. It's got Yuri from Tales of Vesperia. It's got like Dante from Devil May Cry. So many characters. Characters from Virtua Fighter. I remember. And it's like strategy JRPG, so it's like on a grid, kind of like Fire Emblem. I remember one of the battles, like, it mixed like Virtual Fighter characters and it with Street Fighter characters working together. Ryu and Ken working with who's the Virtua Fighter guy, but Akira. I think he's the one that looks like Ryu in Virtua Fighter. Oh, and I forgot to show this. My special edition 3DS XL. And this is one of the only special edition consoles I have. And I got this one complete in box. Very nice. And I do enjoy playing this one because it has a bigger screen. So when I'm playing 3D games, this is the best one to play it on. And it's got the Triforce and a Triforce and like shadow on the back. But yeah, this is a very nice 3DS. I had to pay like $300 on eBay to get it complete in box, but I think it's like going up in price to like $400 now. So yeah, the special edition consoles, especially like Zelda and Mario or Pokemon ones, are going to be worth a lot of money. But yeah, I'm probably keeping this in my collection. I really like it. And if I play any more future RPGs or 3D games, I'll probably play it on this one. Like I started playing Ocarina of Time 3D and Master Quest mode on this, so that'll be fun. I've beat Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64 and the GameCube Collector's Edition version. Probably 3 times, but I haven't beat it on 3DS game yet, so I'd like to do that. Anyway, it's been a really long video, but I really like the 3DS. It's a really fun system. There's a lot of fun games. Maybe one more slight honorable mention. I only have it in a generic GameStop case, but it's Adventure Time. Explore the Dungeon because I don't know. It's kind of a stupid game, but it's fun. Like a dungeon crawler, top down, kind of like an action RPG dungeon crawler. But it's fun, and the characters make like funny noises. And if you like that stupid show, and it's like kind of like SpongeBob type humor, you probably like that game. But yeah, it's my 3DS collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to buy any 3DS or Wii U games, you better do it before March of next year. And it might be better to do it before May, actually, because they have all these, I don't know all the details, but like I think it said in May you can't add funds with a credit card or an eshop card. So I guess after that you can only buy digital codes from GameStop or Best Buy, which would be weird. So yeah, they're shutting down the store. I guess it's not profitable enough for them to leave it open forever. I guess it costs money for the servers, but well, that's just how it goes. I don't know if they'll change their mind like Sony did with the PS3 when all the fans went crazy. Who knows? I doubt they will though, and Sony will probably eventually announce that they're closing the PS3 and Vita stores again. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if I'm bad at editing or putting up gameplay footage, but that's why I like making PS4 videos for video games more, because it's so easy to make gameplay and commentary videos. And if I do top 5, or when I do top 5 or top 10 for PS4, it'll be higher quality. But this is kind of fun, and you know, I'm really better at the guitar videos anyway. And I'll make more music videos and keep making more video game videos. So please comment and subscribe. And if you comment and subscribe, you might have a chance to win some Pokemon cards. You can choose that one or any holographic on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can see some of the Pokemon cards that you can win. And you can also win 9 base set 90s Pokemon cards. But that's when I get 1,000 subscribers. Before that, though, when I get 300 subscribers and 500 subscribers, is when I'm giving away Xbox Game Pass cards. So all you have to do is comment and subscribe. And I guess I've rambled on for over 40 minutes, so it's time to bring the video to a close. But thanks for watching, and have a good day, and stay blessed.